If you're looking for coins to finish off FC24, I have the place for you. Head over to U7Buy for all your coin needs. They're cheap, fast, and reliable. But make sure to use the code GTT at the end of checkout for 6% off every order. So, trying to get Butragueno done is going to be quite difficult. There is 24 different SBCs to complete. We have done one. Now, this is going to be the grind on how you actually get to it, to be honest. We're going to have a lot more in packs right now, so this is going to be the best time to get as many of these SBCs done. Now, is he the first one to get done, or should you be doing everybody else? That is the big question. Make sure you're opening up your lovely daily preview packs. You're probably going to get nothing, and that is marginally what we always get anyway. So overall, when it comes to grinding packs out, there's a lot of SBCs to do every single day. There's a lot of players to do, and to be honest, I've been absolutely slacking. We also have Dybala that's got 13 days, and I believe pretty much everybody should be here still. So we've got Modric still, we've got Sorloth still, Loftus, Fekir, Scott. We've got the dynamic duo, Future and Donovan, so hopefully we'll start be able to grind them out as quick as possible. When it comes to the icons, we've obviously got Butragueno, we've got Kaka, and we've also got Abile. And I can imagine we're going to get at least another 1 or 2 icons this week as well. When it comes to the upgrades, obviously we've still got the pretty standard. That's going to be changing this week, I can imagine. We've got the 84 times 10, which is going to be every day for 3 times. That does go out tomorrow, so hopefully that's a big change that we do get. But we do have the ultimate silver upgrade. So this is going to be something very much like how we do the daily gold. We can do this as much as we want, and it's 8 common golds every single time. You can get some specials out of it, but there is still the daily gold, which is definitely worth doing. But it is nice that we can obviously do that upgrade as well, because the silver upgrade at the moment, if you was to do the premium, which I think might have gone now, yeah, the premium's gone, so it has been replaced with that ultimate. We've also got the 83 player picks still, and then we've got league SBCs, which it is what it is. So I would be suggesting straight away to be doing your daily login at a minimum. That's quite an easy one. Get that done. It's an 83 times 2 every single day, and it's just for a bronze card. You'll also, for the first 5 days, get an SBC done, or an objective in fact, which will give you an 82 times 2, and as you can see, it gets better and better as we go forward. So that is kind of like the start. It's getting all your daily stuff done, getting anything that is worth doing from a bronze and silver perspective, and then getting as many golds in your team as possible. Because he has 24 SBCs, he most definitely is not going to be quick and easy. It's going to be very painful and very long. We do get a special card here. It's going to be Militao potentially. Nice, he is tradable, but again, most of these cards are not going to be worth anything anyway. But always, whenever we look at something like this, you got to make sure you are trying to sell, because you might as well. So I'm going to go and just whack a 36 on him. Everybody else, potentially, I would just go ahead and get rid of, because any tradable value is good for the coins. So with her at, I'm just going to go 7.2, see if she goes for it. If not, not a problem. But tradable packs, I always get rid of. And this is where the grind almost continues, because if you do manage to get any specials, even if they're discard specials, you're going to get 10k a time at the minimum for just discarding. So anything that is tradable, you sell or you discard at the complete minimum, because that is the best thing to do when it comes to tradable stuff. We're going to have a lot of untradable stuff to open. So we're going to go with the 82 times 2, and there is also a lot of team of the seasons this time round in packs. So this should really help with some of the high rateds. For now, obviously, Delete I would normally put into at least an exchange. If you are struggling, exchange is going to be your friend. Can we get anything from the 83 times 2? No. But when grinding it out, oh, in fact, we get Courtois, even better. So that's a 90 we take. Obviously, some of the golds can still be in there. He's just come back. And we do get a team of the season from this one. Mbappe is in there. Are we going to get, I don't even know who that is. We get a doubler anyway. We get a, ooh, oh no, it's a fantasy, in fact. It's not even team of the season. So ultimate birthday and, is that Voler? Oh, nice. Okay, we take some high rated. So this is like where we can kind of go right with this. So obviously we've got the duplicate and Chesney. So already we're looking at a lot. I've already had this. We got to kick off 85 times 3. I know, we just opened it. So obviously with the grind in there, you can obviously put a lot of things into Butra already. So you start off with a bronze and silver, nice and easy. We then have an 84 for his loan. We then have the 85 overall, 86, 87, 88, 89. We've got five 89s. We've got 5 90s. 4 91s and 3 92s. I would always suggest to try and go from the top down because it's so much easier to get a 92 with dealing with the duplicates than it is trying to get it at the end. I mean, they're all going to be difficult, don't kind of get it twisted, but it's going to be a lot more difficult going the other way when you're getting 86 duplicates and having to do something else with it. The big thing is with the 84 times 10s, they're going to be your best friends if you have got any special cards, especially with all of the Team of the Seasons that should be in packs. I don't know if we've even got any Team of the Seasons actually here at the minute. Let's have a look. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to utilize one of the final ones that we've actually got left that I kind of want to keep. But just for the cause of the video, we're going to try and find one and do the 84 times 10. So you don't want to know what red pick I actually put away for that one because that was a little bit of a tough one. But we still go through. Let's see if we can get the Team of the Season back from this. And then we'll kind of go through the start of this grind. Where do we get all these common cards, these rare cards? How do we get the fodder cards into your club to be able to do it? Because that's going to be the biggest question that everybody has. We're going to get hopefully a Team of the Season, Portuguese centre forward. That is going to be Jota with a Team of the Season. Thank you. And it's going to be El Dasari. Love it. Or Dawasari? I don't know. But we get a Team of the Season at a minimum. So this is where the grind gets really nice. Because now we don't actually have to do anything really else to get the next one done. As long as we keep getting them Team of the Seasons, they're the kind of key instrument to doing these 84 times 10 without having to do another Team of the Week pick, without having to try and grind to get a Team of the Season in the club. We can now start and just grind out what we've already got. Because you can just literally go ahead and put in all of your commons, some of your high rated fodder, and get that 84 done again, keeping some players and just utilizing that Team of the Season. So for instance with this, we're going to put in a couple of these 84s, and the good thing is with a lot of these lovely Team of the Seasons, they are highly rated, so that is going to be absolutely fantastic. So hopefully we could put in that 84, and that is going to be the SBC, giving up Odegaard, who was a duplicate, the Team of the Season, and a couple of low rated fodder as well. So this is going to be until we get to the end of them. You kind of want to just keep repeating all of the upgradable packs because they're going to be the ones that will potentially net you the highest rated cards. You might get a 95, which is going to be great for a 92. You could end up with a Futties, could end up with a good icon as well. We're going to get an English right back in Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's going to be a Team of the Season, no, a Team of the Year Honourable? Is that a Team of the Year Honourable? I think so. And we're going to get a... Who on earth is that? Oh, it's Raul. Okay, we take it. Anybody else with him? The big thing as well. Oh, that's a low amount of special card. It is honourable, isn't it? Yeah, Team of the Year honourable. So we don't get a Team of the Season in that, which is going to be a little bit on the tough side now. So where do we actually get the actual upgrades from them? Because it's all good having these cards already in your club, but if you haven't grinded them out already, where do we get them from? So the big thing for me is if you've got a little bit of coins, you don't need too much because obviously prices nowadays are going to be so much more on the floor. You don't need to worry about it as much. Like if we was to go into FUTBIM, we have a look at the cheapest players by rating. If you scroll down to the 89, you can go and get an 89 rated player for 11,000 coins. Now, to buy 51 players at a minimum, on the 400 mark, you'll get commons, you won't get any rares. That is going to be at least 20 to 23,000 coins compared to doing one SBC. So what I would be doing is just buying one 11,000 coin player or utilizing what you've got in your club. And as you can see as well, if you kind of just go across, you've got multiple at 11, 13,000. It doesn't matter if it's not 89 and it's a 90 or a 91. So for instance, if I was to go and look at my cards and I'm thinking, oh, you know what, Benzema. Now he might be a little bit more expensive as tradable because he's out of packs, but Courtois is going to be ones that is going to be in that top end because he's now back in packs. picks, whack them in, and get this 51 card under the road. Because if we go and open it, the likely chance is you should see at least an 83 or an 84. Now, sometimes you'll get specials, sometimes you won't. We are going to get a special in this one, which is the perfect grind for it. It's going to be Oshiman in this one, which is fantastic. We're not going to get a double, but we do get a 91, I think he is. 92 Oshiman. That is fantastic. So already, if we wanted to go back again, we've got a couple of 84s, we've got 83s, and then the rest of them. So for instance, with Oshiman, if we was to have a look at him in Footbin, for instance, and you say you're not ready to quite do another upgrade yet, you're kind of thinking, okay, I don't want, how am I spelling Oshiman? There we go. Maybe I'm not necessarily ready to do more upgrades. Oshiman's only 13,000 coins, so even though I would potentially be looking at keeping a 92 if you've still got a lot of Butra's SBCs to be done. You could just go ahead, go straight back into the 89 without, and I have no duplicates so I don't have to deal with them. Go straight back into the duplicates or into your club and go ahead and whack him straight in because he's only 13,000 coins. So it's not as if he's massive across the budget. Maybe you go and buy another 89 instead and treat yourself, but that is the kind of extra grind that you get. So I've got 51 players, so I've already got 50 players left, couple of decent fodder, then I've got a 92 that I can deal with, and I can go get another 51. Now, like I said, you're not going to get a special every time, and sometimes you might even get two. This is going to be Verts, I think it's Verts. Yeah, oh no, it's Hoffman. So it's going to be an 84 or 3, oh my god. The level 83 there, so we get 3 duplicates this time. So already, obviously we'd deal with them normally. We've got 102 players, technically 101 because we've gave one in, for 11,000 coins technically, in terms of what we've cost. That's going to then enable you to go into these 82 player picks, and they are so much better than kind of just your generic upgrades, which I like. And I'd just go ahead and you could do as many of them upgrades as possible if what you want. Try and get your club completely stacked, because I personally prefer doing a lot more player picks than having to go back and forth every time. But you go ahead and do absolutely loads of them, deal with the duplicates, put them in first, and then open some more of them, and then you just start opening these player picks, because a lot of the time they will give you some good fodder. So this is going to be the big one. Monday we should get another upgrade, whether we're going to get something different. We get an 86 Tyranny here, so already decent fodder into it. Now obviously as we go up in the rating, that will depend on what you want to keep and what you don't. Obviously with Butra, I would be trying to keep in as many high rated possible, because you're going to need a little bit to get up to these levels. So it's not going to be a quick overall search, but if you can get any of the 93, 4, 5s, even 96s that are fodder based to be able to put into these SBCs, then I would have a look at the rest of the squads, because it's going to make it so much easier to do in the 92 rather than necessarily trying to find 9 92s and 2 91s. That's just going to be a lot more difficult. For instance, if it was to look down my club, like Lauren James could happily go in. Even Fabian Ruiz, if he was to come back into an SBC, Johnson can happily go in there, Sammy Kerr could, Putielis, if you've obviously got the 99 can, Giroud more than likely could now, Chawinga could, because all of these players are going to come back out. So it's not as if these are going to be players that are well worth keeping. Ericsson would be another one, Dabina definitely going straight in, even Cancelo, because most of them will come back into packs, or even get a better card that will come back in packs. So happily put them in and just grind it out that way. If you've managed to grind out a few, as you can see, I probably could finish most of the 92 SBCs, then possibly make a good start on the 91s, but you'll realize how quickly your club depletes once you start putting in your fodder necessarily that you've been building up. But it is just about grinding it out. As soon as you've done the 82 picks, if you can finish an SBC, finish it. Follow the same method. If then you can put some of the players into the exchange again, save yourselves 11k, or you just go ahead and spend a few more 11ks on this, and you just keep ringing it round. Obviously then mixing in the upgrades, which should get you some good players. I think do we have the 85 player pick anymore? I think that will come back midweek, so we should have then an 85 times 5 batch 2. We should have more Futties and great to the game upgrades that you want to be doing, because there's a chance, like for instance for this one here, you could get a 94 plus. That is going to be either fantastic for your team or fantastic for the SBC. So make sure you're doing that. I think I got Johnson from that. So that's going to be the biggest upgrades that you can get. And as you can see, we managed to sell a team of the season. Haven't quite sold Militao yet, but at a minimum. If he doesn't really want to, he can go back into an upgrade regardless. So keep them grinds out. Let me know down below how you get on with him and if you are even completed him. Take care. Peace.